Hey, Jill Hope here with I Shine Wealth. And have you ever had that feeling where you're trying to accomplish something, like maybe you're trying to get your business off the ground, or you're trying to increase your income in some way, or you're trying to buy that dream home, or you've got some goal, and it feels like you are having one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake? Have you ever experienced that before? And it's like you are doing things to move forward. That's the foot on the gas part, but you feel that something is getting in your way, blocking you, or holding you back. And you probably suspect that it's you that's actually holding yourself back. Well, if you've ever had that feeling before, that's what I want to talk about today, because I discovered in a very strange way how I was doing that and what I needed to do to shift it. And I want to share this with you so that you can do the same in your life. So several years ago, we went on a family trip to Breckenridge. It was during the summer, and we were going to their Alpine Fun Park. And there was this trampoline bungee jumping apparatus thing. And I really decided that I wanted to do it. It looked like a lot of fun. I wanted to do a backflip in the air, and sort of to prove to myself that I could do it, but also I think just to sort of recapture some of my youth and some adventure. So I tried it. My husband, my son, and I all tried it. And of course, my husband flipped and my son was able to flip. But when I got on there, no matter how hard I tried, I would go and I would bounce on the trampoline and I would get really good lift, but I could not get my feet to go over my head. It didn't matter how hard I tried, those feet were not going over my head whatsoever. So my time was up. So we went and did some other things. And at the end of the day, I still could not get this feeling out of my head that I want to do that. I really wanted to accomplish that. So I went back one more time. There was just a few minutes before the park closed, and I thought, I've got to try this one more time. So I told the young 20-something guy who was manning the bungee lift and had the harness, I told him that I had been trying and I was not able to do it. I couldn't get my feet over my head. And he immediately, without thinking, said, "Oh, well, it's just because you're thinking too much about it." And he said, "Just let your head lead. You're thinking too much about it." And right when he said that, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I think I'm getting a deeper meaning here when it comes to wanting to achieve a goal. And I realized where I had been going wrong, not only with the bungee jump, but anytime I felt that way in life, is that I would always try to figure things out. And that's exactly what I was doing with the bungee jump. I literally was thinking in my head, okay, I wonder how far I pull my knees into my chest before I flip over. And at what point do I start arching back and trying to get my legs to go over my head? And I was completely thinking about it rather than just being fully in my body, fully in my presence, fully in my commitment that I'm going over, and just going for it. And as soon as he said that to me, and I got that deeper meaning of just commit to it and go for it and don't think about it so hard, I went right over immediately. And it was so much fun. And it was so much easier than what I was doing before. It took practically no effort whatsoever. It was just a shift in how I was approaching it. I just saw it from a place of, oh, I am going over. It was like a full on commitment, as opposed to, I want to go over, but there's a part of me that's scared. So maybe if I stay up in my head about it and try to figure it all out, I don't actually have to experience it. So I share this with you so that you can ask yourself, if you're in that same spot, or if you've ever been there, are you thinking about it too much? Number one. Number two, are you trying to figure it out rather than just committing to it and going for it? Because I'm going to venture to say that if you are trying and trying and trying, and it just doesn't seem to be working, that you may not be full body committing to what you want. and that some part of you is dragging. There is some part of you with the foot on the brake that needs to know exactly how it's going to work and isn't willing to trust that if you just commit to it and focus on your end result of the goal, that you will get there. And just move from that space of commitment and focus and desire and knowing and trusting that you can't miss the goal when you go for it fully. The other thing I want to say about this is that if you think about a rocket ship, it takes a tremendous amount of fuel to get liftoff. A rocket ship cannot go off with only part of its fuel. It needs the whole apparatus to be working together to get that thing off the launch pad. And it's the same with you for any big goal. You can't just go into it with part of your power activated. You have to be fully in your power, fully activated in your sovereign power, your personal power, if you expect to get liftoff on a big goal. Once that rocket ship gets off the launch pad, it doesn't need near the amount of fuel that it needed to get on its journey. It's that initial getting on the journey, getting on the path where you are moving forward and you see your end result and you're on the way and you have no doubt. It takes a lot of power to do that. But you have that power. You have all of the power that you need inside of you right now to do whatever it is that you want to do. Are you fully engaging that power? Are you going on all cylinders? I do not mean burning your energy out. I mean efficient power. I mean putting all of your power and focus into committing, deciding that you will do it. The decision part is really, really important. If you haven't really decided that, I will do this, this will be happening, I will be achieving this goal. If you haven't made that firm decision, you're not fully stepping into it with all of your power. So you make the firm decision, that firm commitment. I will do that. I see myself doing that backflip. I will achieve that. And then you jump from there, literally, in my case with the bungee thing, you jump from there knowing and committing to achieving that flip. And I'm telling you, that is where the ease kicks in. When you commit, the way to make it happen it connects with you and it carries you over. It carries you through. Because now you're not relying on your own energy. When you turn your full power on, you're activating all the energy in the universe. All of that energy becomes activated behind you and supports you when you decide and you commit. So I hope that's been helpful. I know that you can do anything you put your mind to, and I want to hear about it. So let me know if this has been helpful for you. Leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you to subscribe. I put out a video at least once a week, but I'm going to try to ramp that up a little bit and come on and talk to you more frequently. So do subscribe so you know when I put out my latest video. And if you want some help and some support to get that lift off and to get those blocks out of your way so that you can achieve your goal, feel free to reach out to me and we can schedule a Money Freedom Clarity call. I'd love to talk to you, hear about your goal, hear what you feel is getting in the way of you accomplishing it. What are some of those challenges, so that I can make some recommendations on what you need to do to shift that. So the link to sign up for a Money Freedom Clarity call is down below. It's completely free right now. So if you could use that help, I'd love to connect with you and support you in that way. Until next time, take care, and I look forward to being back with you very soon for another video wealth tip. Bye for now.